Hello, how are you today? My name is Joanne Hewins. I'm from the lovetocreate.typepad.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and today I'm going to show you to make a little treat. And it's very fast, so it won't be a very long video except for some coloring. Now this is Positively Pink, and I'll be using the cardstock. See how pretty that looks together. And this is the 2023, one of the end colors for that. So we have one more year of this color. This paper is going to be retired soon, so I don't know if there's still any of it in the online store or not. Go to my blog post and there'll be a link to my online store, or I'll have this on YouTube, and right under my description I'll have a link to my store as well. This is a 6x6 piece, and that's what we need for the treat holder. These are very, very simple. You probably have seen them before. Maybe you know all about them, but if you don't know about them, it's kind of an eye-opener. It's kind of it's just fun. So what I did was I folded my paper diagonally, matched my corners and everything to make sure it's straight. And then all I'm going to do is fold this side over. Now I want to keep it parallel to the design there. And I'm not going to go all the way over, but pretty close. And I'm just going to use my bone folder to mash that down. And then I'm going to bring the other side over, and I want to make it parallel to my first fold so that it's all straight across there. And we'll just use our bone folder there. The only other thing you have to do is bend this top one down like this. And if you just pick it up and open it just a little, look, you don't need to glue it or tape it shut. There it is. We are going to decorate it. I'm going to do that one more time with this other sheet that I have. And we'll see how that goes. So I'm going to bend it and trying to match as best I can with the diagonal. And I'm going to use the bone folder there. And then, now this one doesn't have a line for us to keep straight, but you can kind of tell. I'm going to put this on my grid paper to help me with keeping it straight. And that way I can kind of see if I feel like this piece is close to being parallel. So, and then we'll just bend this piece to come over, and we just want it to meet this other one like that. And then we're just going to this is 2 layers here, we're going to fold 1 layer back, and that's all there is to it. So we are going to decorate this now. So I'm only going to decorate one. That's all I brought the stuff in here for, but that's all we need to do. So I'm going to be using the layering circles, guys. Oops, sorry about that. And the one I'm using is probably the it's probably the 3rd largest circle. And what I did, we're going to be using this stamp set, Eclectic Garden. This isn't true to size right here, so I'll stamp that in a few minutes and let you see how I figured out which circle to use. And then this is the coordinating scallop circle that goes with that. So I did go ahead and cut those out ahead of time. So today we are going to use this Eclectic Garden. And so I already have the stamp on a block. We're going to be using this for a class card later. in the month, so I already had that ready. And I'm just going to take my Memento Black and we'll ink that up real good. And we're going to hope for a good stamp. And what I'm going to do is just kind of put it evenly into the white circle. So I'm just going to hold that a couple seconds. And there we go. Beautiful, beautiful. Let me close out my black over here. And we're going to be coloring today with blends. So I have the light and the dark of the Positively, I called it Positively Pink, and that is an old color I think of in the past. This is actually polished pink, so please make that correction in your brains, polished pink. And then I'm also going to be using the light and dark of Granny Apple Green for this. So I'm going to start with the green. I actually have two sets of greens here because one's a little newer than the other. So I'm going to start with my smaller end, and we'll see if all of that color, that looks good, the point's good, everything's going. So we'll just color in these leaves. And this is just going to be a quick color of this. We're not going to really working on the blend so much or blending so much, but we are a little bit. The simple person's blending. So I think that has the leaves on that. I'll bring in the darker Granny Apple, and I'm just going to kind of do a little bit on the edges and do a little down toward the bottom. Not really the edges so much, but the bottom edges. I'm going to kind of outline that vein going there through the leaf. Okay. And then I'm going to come back in with the light. I'm going to look at my other light one and see how it's looking. That point, it looks great on that one. That's a little better. I'm just going to take the thicker end and just kind of push some of that color in toward the, or I guess out toward the leaf. And that's going to just kind of take care of that. All right, so now we are ready to do our polished pink. I'm going to say that several times. I've had trouble this whole year with saying it the other way. And this is the light polished pink. And I'm just going to color in, I just went out the lines. I'm just going to color in this whole thing right here. And I would have done better probably with that smaller end. But it's handmade, so it's okay. I'm going to use the small end of the dark polished pink. And I'm just going to start here, down here, just kind of coloring in the lower portions of those. Each of those, I don't know that those are leaves, but each of those sections of this flower. In fact, I'm not really sure what that is. Not really sure what color it would supposed to be, but we're making it pink. Which is pretty neat because I'm not really a pink person. I don't make many pink things. Okay, isn't that pretty? I missed one. Okay, and so I'm just going to bring in the light polished pink again. I'm going to open that thicker point, and I'm just going to, like I did on the leaves here and there, I'm just going to push up a little bit. I'm not going to do much. It kind of blended on its own. All right, we have that, and then we're just going to tape these together. Okay, and I'm going to hopefully get that centered. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? Okay, and this is going to just fit right on our holder. Right, so I'm going to leave the tape off of this very top part because I don't want to end up taping my holder shut. So there we go. I'll put this here. Now you could also have added this with dimensionals if you wanted to give it a little bit more of a layer on there. I had made a bunch of these for a doctor's office. I probably put dimensionals on theirs. Okay, and now we're going to put a saying onto our holder. And I am going to bring in the Flowing Flowers set. I'm going to use this I Like You on there for my saying. And I'm going to step that in the black again. So we'll see how that goes because this is not what I did on the other ones that I made. Let me stand up. All right, I think that looks pretty good. So we are going to trim that a little bit. In fact, I've got this old little trimmer here that I'm going to use on that. So it'll be a straight cut. Lately, I've been going very straight. And so I'm just going to put this down here. Actually, I think that's just a little bit thick. So I'm going to put that on this cutter and cut a little bit of that off. Let's see if I can push that out. Okay. And I think I like that. I'm going to put a little straight cut right there and then go in from each corner and just tag the end of that. Okay, let's see how that looks. All right, we're just going to put some tape on that one, some seal. And so I'm going to put that like that. And then I'm going to bring in, these jewels are going to be retiring soon. And I need to use them. So I'm going to bring out this. I've got several of them and they're cut into pieces. Let me bring out my Take Your Pick tool. I've been using the flat part. And we'll bring out one of these and just put it up there. Is that enough? I think it is. So we'll use that. Okay. So there we go. The only thing that's left, if it's a treat, it needs a treat in it. So let's take this. This is a Ghirardelli square, and those fit in here perfectly. So there you go, a treat. That is very, very easy to make. So let's go over the supplies that we used. We did use a bone folder to get all those things folded. And I think probably you don't want to fold it or do it with your bone folder extremely hard, because I think the paper would discolor a little. But there you go with that. And then we used the polished pink and the granny apple green blends with that. We used the I Like You from Flowing Flowers. Flowing Flowers will be around until the end of June, maybe not that long. It is not carrying over to the annual catalog. So it'll be here for a little while and then gone. And then the Eclectic Garden is going to be in the new annual catalog, so you will be able to continue enjoying this. I think this might be one of the looked over stamps that's really kind of pretty. We also used the layering circles in our project. So again, these are the 2021-23 in color jewels, and these are retiring, and the things that are retiring now are while supplies last. So I don't know if they're still available. If they are, it won't be for long. So once again, lovetocreate.typepad.com. If you need some kind of little treat to give to friends or for anything, these are people that I'm hoping are going to want to set up a class with me, and I gave them a treat to entice them. So thank you very much. I appreciate your joining me. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.